All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Where's the best place for me to start? Where is the best place for me to start? Probably. Well, I'm just trying to think how I feel about this low. And I don't feel bad enough for it that it's not the best way to get there. This is just a little too high. I wonder if we can get a little something else in here. I guess, yeah, I would. It's not a bad idea to look for a rotation off that low. I don't see that as a particularly bad idea. Um, let's see. I have an alert on the low, so I guess we'll talk about that if or when that happens. Um, we did get. I'm trying to think. Let me go back to my channel in Discord. When was I talking about that? That was the 24th. Was that Friday? Saturday. Oop. Let's see. Go back to the 15. So we did end up sweeping this kind of poor low there that had no wick on it. And when we did that, it did rotate us back up to the high. And then we swept the high, and that did end up rotating us back to the low. So is it time to look for another rotation back up to the high? That's one of the things that, like, that's really your best case scenario, personal opinion, because coming up here, down to here, and then back up to here to break this, um, well, it's just not a good look, right? Like that's a double top. That's not a good look. And when we came down and interacted with this low here, purging the liquidity off of this, tapping into that speck of demand right there, um, to not come back up and crack that guy, well, that's not a good look. That is not what I would say is a particularly good look. We have this. We got some demand that we're approaching below us here. This one right here is my highlighter still on. This one right here is the daily order block. Maybe we could just put that in there so we don't ever have to talk about that again. Where's the text? Daily order block. Uh, make that big enough so we can actually see it. Still can't see it. Cool. There it is. Nope. Go back to where you were. So we have the um, we have the daily order block here. This entire section is demand, right? So the whole, I'm not going to get to the low right there, but that whole thing is demand. Push the right button, uh, and then we have this last. I wonder if we can get that down to a single order block. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Probably not. But I'm still looking to, yeah, this last little sell to buy that broke structure from left to right that created an inefficiency. I can't draw an arrow to save my life. That created an inefficiency that took us over a prior swing high. Um, yeah, I'm still looking to that. I guess we should get a price label on that too. I'll get a little messy, but boom, 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 boom. Yeah, now that's just not. Hmm. 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 Well, if you saw yesterday's video, you would understand my trepidation about a range up here that breaks down. You would understand my trepidation about that. So, in best case scenario is quite honestly that we're going to lift from here either this low or this that prior swing high. Uh, but essentially, I'm going to be looking for structural shifts all the way along here. Um, yeah, yep, all the way along here, and I really want it to happen. Yeah, probably up here, above 61 300 or so. I think that's where I ideally would like to see that happen. Um, And the only question is that going to become? See, it's so tough because this wick right here creates problems for me, because that wick is really not a great close below here. Zoom in and we'll see that, right? Like we're even on like the 5 minute chart or whatever. Um, that's not a great close below there. So then I kind of have to, in that circumstance, I would prefer to stair step my break of structure actually to this low. Why am I saying that? Oh, because it's going to complicate the way that potential supply would form unless we were to just take a pretty significant um, dump right here. If we were to just take a pretty significant quick dump down through those, breaking here, that would be good for further shorts. It's just so tough because it's not there yet. It's not there yet. It's just not there yet. So I hate to even talk about a situation in which we have to. I hate to do it, and yet I'm doing it. Um, for like further continuation down. Yeah. But again, that's not on the chart yet, so I can't really talk about that. But where is? Yeah, there's nothing in there, love. There's nothing. I was like, where would be a? What I was looking for is where is the super important low in which I would say things are going to get really bearish, but it's pretty low. It's pretty low. It's pretty low. Yeah. Yeah, it's way down here. It's either this guy or this guy. It's way down there. So, a lot to happen before then. I just, said it before, I'll say it again. That curve of liquidity has got me worried. That's got me worried. Let's see, I haven't looked at chat since I started the stream. Good morning, Lucky Deal and Easy Razor. Um, yeah, yeah. Not a huge clear direction for me yet either. Now where am I gonna illustrate potential long positions? Let's get this off the chart. I don't need that. Really, that's not. Do I want to use that? No, I don't think I do. I want that off. Oh man, people are probably gonna hate me for this, but I don't think I have any other way to do this. Um, I'm gonna yeah I'm going to be looking for a shift here. there. Oh, bingo, bongo. Why do I feel like? Oh, I think I was looking at ETH this morning. I think it looked like way worse. Did that look like? Yeah, that doesn't look so good. That doesn't look so good because on this one we've got. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think that's so great. I don't think that that is the place where I want to see it doing this. No, let's get this box out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Really talking about this guy. Hold please. Let's see. It's 4 hour. Six. Yeah, you probably really better hope that that holds on ETH. That's probably something we could look for. If ETH is meant for higher, and by higher I mean like if it's meant to, yeah, like trade further up into this gap, up into your next point of supply, um, and clean up any of this stuff before it hits this again, then I suspect that's the zone in which it's going to need to do it from. We're getting really close to the zone where I would suspect that would need to happen from. Let's get rid of a few more levels on here. We don't need this anymore. We don't need that anymore. Um, yeah, yeah, that like 26,700 area. Yeah, yeah, you don't want to see it come out of there, or we've got problems here because we have that same sort of double topping structure occurring at this swing high and this prior swing low over here. You get that double topping nature. Not a good look. Not a good look. Going to want to see something change for that down here, or I think we're headed towards that 2,500 low. All right. Morning clout. Morning clout. And though Bitcoin does have clearance over this high now, um, all of this kind of happening in right out of supply. Let me put it this way: I'd be uber bullish if we just came down from here into any of these areas, right? Into any of these areas, I'm indicating I would be, I'd be way more bullish. But we did not come down like that. We came up, touched that high, confirmed that low, and then we're looks like we're trying to break it. And if we do, well, that's just more bearish. It's just more bearish. All right, I'm not going to spend too much more time on this stuff. Let's see, DXY finally got its target out of the way. Um, so we should probably zoom out on this. I've been zoomed in on this chart for a long time now. Boom. Delete this stuff. That stuff all happened. Hmm, 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 hmm. Boy, at this rate, it might just well take the low, take the $99 low, and then what happens there? Does price then rotate back up to the top of the range? And then what happens there if it does? I don't know the answers to those, but it would seem, yeah, it would seem more likely that we should just take this at this point. Um, can we make a rotation up from the internal low to the internal high? Yeah, yeah, probably could. Um, okay. Yeah, Reapers, that's a good question. But give me just a moment. I'll be right back and see if I can answer that. What's a good time for spot buys? This is a good time for spot. It's probably not the best time to buy Bitcoin. Uh, let's go look at total three. I'm assuming you're talking about altcoins anyway. Oh, I mean that would have been the better time for sure. I don't know. See, trouble is we just haven't set a higher high yet. Yeah, things are just in this slightly precarious position where we saw this same thing present on the Bitcoin chart. This kind of break a daily structure, come back down, re-challenge the low, hold the low. I mean, like I almost feel like the better time is like here, probably here. I think is the better time. At least then you're trying to make a play like this up to here, right? Um, versus trying to make a play of here up to here. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I guess also because one of the two things should be happening with Bitcoin. Let me get to a more blank chart here. Either we have ranged, initiated, Now we are looking for our mitigation for our continuation. So I think let me put it this way. Um, we broke a high, so why not retrace, mitigate, go for a higher low for a higher high, right? Like that's the most bullish variety that's going to happen on Bitcoin. So I think there could be more retracement to the market prior to coming back and taking things like this out. Um, yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, I feel like maybe see how the week plays out. You know what I mean? Like, are we, because essentially what I'm looking at right now is, is this kind of range up here? Is this going to hold for this, or is it going to retrace back down? Because I just if we don't hold this zone right here, then I think we are going to come fill this gap right here and find out what happens downside of this. So I would say maybe see if this range holds, and if it doesn't, then I think we have a deeper retracement on our hand prior to having an opportunity to even take a crack at that. And so it's better to get involved in a spot purchase here, in my opinion, because even if this does not hold and we do come back further down into the market, at least you're buying here and not here. And I know I'm using a Bitcoin chart, but I mean the market's going to move in somewhat in relation to that. I haven't even looked at a daily oscillator in a long time. What does that look like? If, not so great, huh? Not so great. All right. Let's see here. Unlike last times, the previous daily low can be a confirmed point that the market will make an all-time high. Unlike last time, this time the SFP of the previous day low can be a confirmed point in the market will. I think you're hmm, hmm. Trying to decide if Reapers is talking about the SFP of this low. Let's go back to the daily. This one. That one there. I mean that's definitely an indication of weakness up here. My issue is we just didn't leave anything really external to break. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough because the trouble is that we had a daily break in structure right here, and so whether we refine this down further or not, this is still supply, um, and we are yeah. So so now is supply from this break, is this still in control, or is the newly formed demand in control? Right. So it's a tough zone to predict, right? Because I don't I'm still not so sure on a larger time frame whether supply is in control or demand is in control. I don't really have the answer to that on the higher time frames yet. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, like INJ would have been INJ would have likely been a good one, but those times of purchasing, um, whatever. It's just it's already up. It's already up a lot, right? Like that's the trouble. Coming even from what would it have been from that low there. No, get on the low. See, it's already up 40%. Yeah, I think I had to buy like see even something like INJ. If I had to buy spot on this, and this is really whatever. A lot of charts are kind of sitting in this spot. Last I checked, um, I would want some manner of probably retracement down into here. Oh, let's relabel that. Yeah, I think the short answer. I give it a little bit of time to see if we can retrace. I give it a little bit of time, see if we can retrace on some of these alts. Um, buying them after they've done this. I think that's just setting yourself up for some trouble. They could retrace. Well, I mean, this is just an INJ chart, but you could see a pretty significant retracement on this still prior to coming up more. So yeah, I'd be patient. I'd be patient. That's what I think. I would be patient. Let's see. What is maybe something else that's interesting? Is USTD dominance interesting at all? Is that interesting at all today? It's not a great look. It's not a good look. I guess down on dominance is good, right? Guess that's good. I guess that's good. Da, da. Here's the other thing I kind of worry about the alts though is just like on Bitcoin, if this final kind of last clearance of the range low um, was the last thing that we're going to get before a push to the range high, then I think the market's going to need all the liquidity in the world over here on the Bitcoin chart, which could rob a lot of the alts. That could rob away from a lot of the alts. So I'd be a little hesitant on alts. Is BTC dominance, is that still on the rise? It is. Yeah, that's still on the rise. I mean, nothing's broken on it yet, so yeah, dominance I think still wants to go up. Okay, I just keep getting lower on the macro. Yeah, but I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it one more time. Um, the most bullish variety of price action comes up from somewhere, sets a high, and leaves that high intact, generating liquidity, sweeping it out from the bottom before a crack of the high. Ooh, that last line got so ugly. You can do better than that. Oh my God, you can't do better than that. We're gonna have to use the trend line. Uh, whether these highs are little bit higher inside here or not. It's the lows that are more interesting to me than the highs. The lows are more interesting to me. So this is still more bullish price action variety than bearish on the larger time frame BTC chart. Because as you continue to generate all these lower highs, let me get back to something like this. Yeah, as you continue to generate all these lower highs here, let me do this. Let me just put that on, grab this. Um, yeah, you're just leaving you're leaving all that liquidity to come back for. there's it just leaves more liquidity above us than below us. God damn, I really wish. I just wish that wasn't here. I just wish that wasn't here. Like even if this one wick would have came down below that one, even if that would have happened, I'd feel so much better about the territory we're in. Just something as simple as that would have made me feel a heck of a lot better about it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta hit the road here really soon. So I suppose I'll go recap on BTC, see if anybody has any questions, and then get on with my bad self. Yeah, I'm looking. First place I would be interested in along is going to be, a sweep of 63 of 76 in a reclaim with some sort of shift in structure. So something like this. And I would be, those are, yeah, I'd be targeting all the way back up to there. I don't think, I mean, I'll look for it there. I don't love the sweep of or like a test of the prior swing high. I don't love that as much. No, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I'm actually going to remove that from the chart. We're going to remove that from the chart. No, I want it in this area, and let me do something a little bit better than this. Like that, that, or I want something down in here. Yeah, those are the three areas I will be. Yep, yep. Those are three areas I'm going to be looking for longs at, and I don't have anything. I don't. I just don't have anything clear enough on the chart yet to plan for a short. I can make an assumption that if we were to break this low with aggression, that I would then be looking to short back out of this zone. Yeah, then I'd then be looking to short back out of that if we lost that with some manner of aggression. But again, don't pay too much attention to that because we haven't formed that supply yet. Um, yeah, that's about all I got. So unless there's anything somebody else wants to look at, I am gonna hit the road. Um, yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. A little bit of remaining liquidity right here. What do we got here? What do we got here? A little bit of dollar signs left. Probably, yeah, from here to here. And then it's into filling this fair value gap. I left that on. It's like, what is happening? I could have a pretty bearish result on that low. Yeah, so that seems there are bearish divs on the 12-hour. I believe you. I believe you. Let's take a look. I don't really see a bearish div on the 12-hour per se. I saw it somewhere this morning. Let me see if I can find a more clear chart here. Um, yeah, because there's not really, a divergence between these two highs. There's no divergence there. Those are in those arrows point in the same direction there. I don't see the divergence there. Where did I see the divergence this morning? Hmm. Yeah, that's where I saw the divergence this morning. Was here. That's where I saw that divergence. That was like on the 1 hour up to like 1 to 2 hour or so. Yeah, 1 to 2 hour. I just don't see. I just guess I don't see it on the 12 though. But that could be a difference in oscillators too. Yes, secret fact. I'm actually a divergence nut. I studied divergence so hard for so long. Oh my God, I studied that so hard. Um, oh wait, no, you couldn't be talking. Good morning, Luna Moon. It's driving me crazy now. I want to see that. That was the last one on the 12. This guy. All right. Well, anyways, I'm getting on out of here. I'm getting on out of here. Now look at that. What do we have here? Speaking of divergence, I'm going to pull this one off. Oh no. Oh no. Good question. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. So now that we've cracked that low, now I have an alert that needs to be set. I guess we'll use something that displays a price instead of that guy. Nope, that's still not it. This one. Now I have to set an alert at 63,474. And that would probably look something like this. And I would absolutely look to take profit up there. Yeah, yeah, probably something along those lines. I would expect to get a little bit of retracement by the time you're done clearing these highs here. These guys. Uh, yeah, yeah, Yep, yep, that looks about right. That looks about right. That looks about what it would look like if it were to work. Come up here, kind of get a little resistance from VWAP as you break that high, come up, clear all that liquidity, have a little bit of a retracement, something back up from there. Yeah, something along those lines. So I'll set an alert for that. Um, and yeah, and go move on with my life. That's what I'm going to do. Morning Brew, I'm short on ADA from 40 cents. Would love your thoughts. Well, let's go take a quick peek at ADA then. From 40 cents. 40 cents. Let's get up in time frames. Nice, nice snipe on the 40 cents. Get VWAP out of here. Just give me a blank chart. Give me a blank chart. Yeah, looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. First of all, let's get this giant blue box out of the way because that needs to just get the hell out of here. Yeah, get your kind of first little break right here. You remitigate into supply, break the low again. Yeah, I would expect turbulence around 3640 to 36 uh, or to 30, yeah, 30, call it 3650 to 3550. I would expect turbulence in that zone. Um, yeah, I would expect some turbulence there. But if you pull up, if you mitigate this demand, pull up from it, and then return and break that low, um, well, then I think you're coming for this one at least. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, now what's the other thing I want to say about this? Hmm. Well, I think that's all just money to get ran there. Um, yeah, yeah. Just watch out for that area. Yeah, watch out for that area. It's a zone where I could see the actual potential of coming up and knocking something like that out. Yeah, let me delete some of this stuff. Yeah, that If it's going to set a lower high, yeah, I kind of suspect it's going to be a lower high for a higher high. Then I kind of suspect it's going to be from that region in price right here. So I would definitely keep an eye out for that. But outside of that, I would say it does kind of seem like price more logically to me would come here before coming up back towards your entry. It does seem pretty logical. Price would go there first. Let's see here. Bullyberry Morning Brew. I'm sure. Oh no, that's the same comment I just read. So never mind. I just answered that, and I don't see any others. So yeah, I'm out. I'm out, guys. I'm out. Just get back over, take another quick peek at this because I probably won't get to look at this again for quite some time. And I need to make some decisions. That was supposed to indicate a stupid candle. Yeah, I'm out, guys. Later on. Bye bye. Unless I missed something. Yep, I'm out. Take care. Adios.